Hi everyone, so we're back at the apiary today and there's quite a lot of work to be done on all of the colonies. So there's a good chance this may be split over 2, maybe even 3 videos, depending on how much I need to do. It isn't the best weather. It's kind of very cloudy, about 14 degrees, so not the ideal situation to be going into the hive, so I'll probably be in and out of them as quickly as possible. But the idea today, going from colony 1 to the last one, so colony 1, hive 1, I'm going to be checking to see if the queen has emerged. So if you recall, this is the original hive from the split that was moved to a new location with the queen cell and all of the existing frames bar 2. So we're checking to see if the queen has emerged from that one, and if potentially she's laying at all. I highly doubt it. It's probably a bit too soon, but you can but hope. Colony number 2 was the previously queenless colony, which still wasn't queen right last time we checked. The queen/queens had emerged, 3 of them I think, so I believe there's a queen in there. So again, just checking today to see if there's any eggs in there. I'll be taking the super off as well. I probably shouldn't have put that there on there in the first place. I think I had a comment to say they've got too much space, so I absolutely agree with that. So I'll be taking that off today, and possibly putting in an entrance reducer as well, because I came down middle of last week just to give some food to one of the swarms, and there was quite a lot of dead bees on the fronts of the smaller colonies, so I'm not sure whether they've got too cold or I genuinely don't know why there were so many dead bees, but they were dead nonetheless. So we'll be checking in that one and putting the entrance reducers on. So colony number 3, which was the other split hive that had the existing queen in it in the same location, or the existing location, with all undrawn foundation in there. There were 2 supers on the top, and there was plenty of nectar in them, so they should have had enough food. So it'll be interesting to see today if they've drawn out all that comb and started to collect nectar, and if the queen is laying nicely, and just checking the brew pattern as well to see what the brew pattern's like. And then hive number 4, which was the swarm colony, which I collected almost 2 weeks ago now. Actually yesterday I had another call, or the evening before I had another call to say that there was another swarm in exactly the same location as I'd collected that first one from. So I went yesterday and collected it. It was a very, very small swarm, very small, and I've given it to one of the new beekeepers in our club, although I don't actually think now that there's a queen there, or I'm suspecting there's no queen in there, because they're all clumping on the front of his hive. So I may have to try again with another swarm for him if they aren't actually a decent colony with a queen in there. So yeah, but very strange though to get two swarms in the same location, I think, unless they came from the same hive. And that'll be it then. So like I said, it may be split down into 2 or 3 videos if indeed I actually have enough battery on my GoPro. It doesn't tend to last that long, although I have ordered a couple more batteries now to make sure that doesn't happen, but I haven't got it at the minute. So yeah, we'll get cracking. So we'll start on the hive number 1 and see how we get on. See you in a bit. Okay, so this is the hive number 1, the original colony, or the original hive with the new queen cell, with the queen cell inside. This was the one with the queen cell in, the one with the blue drawing pin. So this is the old hive on a new location. So I'm looking to hopefully find a queen today. Still some old capped brood on here with bees emerging from it. So there's a little bit of stores in there, a little bit of brood. Nothing to shout home about though. A little bit testy. And interestingly, they've developed another queen cell right there. Right there. So we'll just keep an eye on that one. And there's more queen cells on this one here too. So I'll just put that one back in. Remember, it's frame number 3. There's another queen cell just there. Again with larvae in it, so I'm assuming these ones are all emergency queen cells. This one's the new frame that I put in. They're not really doing anything with it at the moment. A little bit of smoke. So let's just see now if the queen has emerged from this one. So the queen cell's still there. So she's not emerged yet. Or has she? Is that a different... Is that a different queen cell? Cannot remember now. That is obviously the foundation I put in. They're a little bit edgy. More queen cells in here. So I'm going to go through this and just keep the best one. Another queen cell there. So in actual fact, I could make up, if I'd brought one with me, I could make up a nuke. But I haven't brought a nuke with me. Okay, so let's start getting rid of some of these. So I don't want that one. They are definitely not very happy. That's the one I'll potentially keep, so I won't shake this one, just in case she gets dislodged. It's the new foundation. Yeah, that's still the best one so far. This one's a very smooth queen cell on this one, just there. And apparently, dimpled is better. So that last one we looked at on this frame was definitely more dimpled. Just give this one a shake off, actually. Okay. That is why shaking off the bees, it's definitely worthwhile. That one would have been missed. Oh, there's a bee just emerging right there, just coming out. Some big drones in this one actually as well. Yeah, you can definitely tell there's no queen in here with the with how feisty they're being. I don't think there'll be anything on here. Nothing on there. Okay, so I'll close those back up. So I was clearly being very optimistic, thinking that there might be a queen in there and that she could have mated. Obviously not the case. Okay, on to hive number 2.